Accept my friend request real quick.
I got my broadcast open to anybody, bro, but I got you.
Could really hurt their momentum.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on fourth down with Osweiler. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But the defensive coordinator recently told me we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And now out comes Houston. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Oh, yeah. That's why I said, I'm start buying a CD game. Fuck download shit.
The 25 to the 26. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 80 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
What, Madden 16?
Play there as the drive will continue.
But I paid
this. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we handed it to him, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
They go play action here on first down. Throw is incomplete. And a look at Seattle's defense.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people will look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
Well, you don't need
Here's Miller. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey,
they'll lose a yard.
how you supposed to download Madden 17 off somebody?
You might miss something. Certainly applied.
You get that?
Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Oh, you want to do that shit?
On third down, Miller. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll indeed go for it with Osweiler. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense. Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because they'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he didn't get an interception in that game. It's Super Bowl 50. Made him like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try to run. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas rolls. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Out to send this one away following the score.
Somebody about to leave.
End zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out comes Houston. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no.
Watching this ass.
Big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. When the team takes it down and scores, that could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try to punch it in. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Why you don't do that play y'all did me?
And the offense still needs 9 yards here on 3rd and goal. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Jordan wants to score.
And Novak's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives. And
it's 2 0.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talked about?
Now a hit and a loose football. And these guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll try and run again with Blue. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. To throw is Osweiler. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate.
Yeah, Braxton saw it.
I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This is the running back, Blue. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jay Prosh, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. It's a short kick taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in.
Shut up for me.
They hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments. But again, have great confidence having scored the last time out. And sometimes when you're watching a game, you can actually see drills in effect during a ball game. And what I saw there was what running backs call the gauntlet drill. We have to go through a series of defenders. We're going to hit them, poke at the football, make them bounce, spin, dig for extra yardage, the whole deal. And we saw it there. His running backs coach, he's got to be awfully proud of that run.
A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They come up in an offset eye.
Not Jordan.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vince Wilfork breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
Yeah,
no, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect him.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
So no problems there with that. They're able to put 3 on.
Yeah, it's pretty much a winless night. There's a very light breeze, so it's a perfect night for kickers. And like you say, no problems with that one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but when they do have going for them, they did score the last time.
You won't have to get paid, man.
Defense.
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up the score last time. What adjustments do we need to make?
I'm tired of this. But if you want to, send me, I just press the fade. Jordan already done caught the fade. You got 300 done caught the fade. Me and you ever say, why love? Get the fade. Why love the man?
The safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. Here's Shane Leckler now. As his first ball will go from inside his own end zone. 3rd and long, defense with... And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. And he's got it. End zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jimmy Graham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Wilson got to throw for it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Hauschka to send this one away for the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now out comes Houston. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Yo, I'm good.
Final play of the half. It's Osweiler. Looking for strong, and it's intercepted. Free safety, Earl Thomas. Still 2 more quarters to go.
Hey, where you work at?
We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick.
Hey, you still Madden 300? You said what? So man,
Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
I am broadcasting for you, boy.
Now Wilson on first down, looking deep downfield. This is caught at the 20, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
What? Who's your favorite college football team? Or Notre Dame.
Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Oh my God, bro.
Throwing is Wilson. And this is
Trash, boy.
It's good.
Oh my God,
And
bro.
that extends their lead by 2 more.
But I like Notre Dame in basketball.
Howsky now to send this one away following the score.
You like Notre Dame
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
Them niggas was cold.
Teams never want to use the word panic.
No,
If they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Starts with a run by Blue. And he takes it past the 43.
I'm gonna take Notre Dame
down at the 46.
But Notre Dame was good.
First down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second.
Bro, if y'all know that dude that was saying his girlfriend, he lied and said he had a imaginary girlfriend. That nigga, he was a savage. He was a good defensive player. He had an imaginary girlfriend. He lied and said he had.
53 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside.
I didn't
give
say you
himself
know.
space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, conventional football 101.
I'm 21. What you mean?
Back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return. That's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with
I'm about to be
the head coach,
14,
they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Hey, did you get
Here
that
in the action, week 3 of the preseason. I know you and I were talking about the Cincinnati-Jacksonville game. What'd you take away from that?
Well, let's look at Cincinnati first. They went on the road, and all we've talked about in the offseason was how they blew the Pittsburgh playoff game, and would there be a residual effect on this team? So far, it doesn't look like it. They look pretty good. Looks like Marvin Lewis and crew have put that behind them. Let's move ahead to Jacksonville, though. They've been kind of the darlings of the offseason, haven't they? A great draft, great free agent.
And got his man complete. Doug Baldwin. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Seahawks.
Oh my God. If that wasn't the driest, most non-fun field thing I've ever heard, you win. You win. Baby, yes. Slay. What did you say, baby?
On to their lead. push it out to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going. And
now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game. If the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now Osweiler on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Osweiler. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man complete. And he's got room. Look at the dance and the juke. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. 78 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on first down. Shorts has got it. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill able to get him for a loss of about 3.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough day for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Nice job holding him out of the end zone on 3rd down, but give a big assist to the crowd. They've been with him the entire game and have spurred them on. Here in the second half, they've really helped elevate their play.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On 3rd and goal, Osweiler. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted
in your pretty little phone.
Okay.
Meow. Yeehaw. Seesaw. I'm gonna do it like a seesaw. Ooh.